All right, so this is a quick breakdown of the strategy. And if you have any questions about this, let me know in the comments. But basically, all we're doing here is building a warm audience. And we're doing this so that we can lower our ad costs and only sell to people that are ready to buy from us. Right. So the problem with cold ads is that we're asking strangers to trust us. And that's leading to higher CPMs. Right. So we're competing in a crowded auction with no advantage. We have low conversion rates. Right. And our cost per conversion is higher because cold audiences don't buy from people that they don't trust. And we're also wasting spend, right? So we're paying money to educate people with our ads when they're seeing it for the first time and they have no idea who we are. So that's one of the biggest problems. And it mainly comes down to cost per acquisition. So the solution is to build trust first and sell later. So this is a three-phase system that compounds over time. The longer that we run it, the cheaper and more effective our ads should become. Right. So the first stage, we want to grow this seed audience. And this seed audience is people that have engaged with our Instagram or Facebook, whether they liked post or shared something, commented, saved, followed, anything. This is our seed audience, people that are already brand aware. And after that phase, we want to nurture them. So we want to capture the leads, continue to add value to these people that are already starting to know us and beginning to trust us over time. And then eventually we will convert and make offers to this warm audience. Right. So phase one, the grow. This is the seed audience. These are people that have interacted, like I mentioned. So they liked, they commented, followed, shared. It's not really visited a profile. That shouldn't be a that's not an actual engagement metric, but all the rest of them are. And then here's some key facts. So this works with brand new Facebook or Instagram accounts. So you can make an account today and post relevant content, especially reels that will get pushed out to people that are interested in that sort of content. Um, Less than 100 followers is fine to start with, and make sure the content is relevant because you want to make sure that you're getting the right people to engage with your content. This is how you get the right data to give to Meta, and this grows passively alongside your organic posting. So this is building the seed audience, right? So think of this as like a small pool of people. And then once we have that, again, we don't need much. We can have very little in that seed audience. We can create a 1% lookalike audience. So if you're targeting people in the United States, there should be about 2 million people, right? So Meta will identify the people who are most similar to your small pool of engagers, right? So at first, this is not going to be, at least the lookalike audience isn't going to be of high quality because your seed audience is small. Let's say you only have, for example, 10 followers and you're using that as your seed audience. Meta is going to look at 2 million people that are closest to those 10 followers, right? That's pretty hard to do. But as your followers grow, as your engagers grow, your comment, people that comment, your likes and things like that, after that grows, Meta will have a better and better idea of who's the type of person that will engage with your content, right? So this is the flywheel logic. We start with a small seed and a weak lookalike audience. And as we start to get more and more engagement from this lookalike audience, these are people that are strangers but are similar to our engagers. The seed grows bigger, and that means we get better data. And after we get better data, that means we get higher quality lookalike audiences. So higher quality, and more right fit engagers, and more engagers, the seed goes further. So that's the flywheel. They feed each other for just a few dollars per day. Now, phase two is the lead magnet and email capture. So while building your audience, offer real value in exchange for an email. So give value first. Use free resources, templates, guides, and training relevant to your offer. Capture the email. So move ideal customers into an owned ecosystem, right? Because you don't own your followers. And chances are most of your followers aren't even going to see your content anyway. So deliver value in exchange for emails, and you can get people off of Meta's platform. And then you want to deepen the relationship. So by the time you make an offer, you're making an offer to people that already trust you and know that you can deliver on your promises. All right, and then the last phase is run ads only to your seed audience. Now, while this works, they've already seen your content, they follow or engage. These are people that are more likely to trust you before they see an ad from you. Your conversion rates will get much higher. Your cost per conversions will get lower. Your CPMs and your costs will get lower too. Versus cold traffic, you have no prior relationship with this person. You're basically introducing yourself with an ask. Like you're saying, "Hi, my name is Kasim. Can you give me some money?" That's hard to do. So also, you have to convince someone from zero, higher CPMs, lower conversion rates, and trust has to be built in the ad itself, which is a lot to do for an ad or even a group of ads. And then, yeah, more spend for the same result, right? That's phase three. And this is the complete system, right? This is the trust flywheel. So you post content relevant to your offer, right? And that creates a seed audience. You'll get more engagers as your seed audience that you start with. From here, you create a 1% lookalike audience. This is 2 million people in the US that are similar to your seed audience. You capture emails, and then eventually you run your ads. You make offers only to your seed audience, right? So as this grows, because you're getting people from the 1% lookalike audience to engage, because these are people that are most likely to engage with your content, you're only going to be making that offer to this audience right here. No strangers are going to see you ask them for money. You'll only be asking for money from people that are already familiar with the value that you can deliver. So that's the flywheel. You get more engagers, and you get a better lookalike, and then more engagers from that, and you get a bigger seed, and then you get cheaper and more effective offers. And you can run this play with $3 to $5 per day. This is in the growth phase, right? So you have your seed audience, and you're just trying to grow that seed audience as much as possible. You do this with a very low budget. And then when you make your offer, 100% of the people that see your offer will be your seed audience. These are people that are already engaged with you. And then this compounds over time. Your seed audience gets bigger, the lookalike audience quality gets greater, and then you can make more and more offers to people that are already familiar with you rather than trying to sell to strangers. That's the play.